Hello, trading is closed on December 10th, 2018. Yesterday we said we looked for a pattern with an early low and a late high. We said that the low would come either at the end of the first hour of trading, which is here, or more likely at the end of the second hour of trading, which is right here. Looked for a rally, had a target of 26.5726. Well, the timing was pretty good, but this price did not print. So that's a failed target. We'll add it to the list. It should print at some point. Nothing obligates it to print anytime soon, although often it will. It doesn't have to. During the day, MEJT should ultimately higher price it would print. This is the minimum. We almost always get more. All these squiggles were identified by the rules of the system as false moves, and the system has nothing to tell us about tomorrow. Well, tomorrow's pattern is the one with the early low. Doesn't mean you won't gap up first. I have kind of mixed signals, so let's go over them. First of all, we finally broke through this trend line, but we couldn't hold it. We've said for this break to be a valid break, you'd have to gap under it, and that didn't happen. But if the break isn't valid, all it means you have to do is return to the trend line. You've already done that. And once it breaks, even if it isn't a sustainable break and has to return, it's just a matter of time till it breaks for keeps, which actually we already knew. Here's your volume spike over 3 million contracts of the E-mini traded. It's a fairly reliable indicator that you're near a low, in spite of the negative long-term picture. Now, we had a minimum target for this drop, which was to retrace the origin of the ending diagonal triangle. That price was 25.9462, and so we've accomplished that. We don't have to go any lower to satisfy this pattern. We also broke down to new lows. This is where we closed. We couldn't hold on to any of the lows. You would think if we were going to break down in style that you'd be able to break through these lows and hold them. We also, despite hitting a new low, couldn't confirm it on secondary indicators. Now, they aren't all as pretty as that. You can see that one of the things I was relying on, which was improving breadth, threw in the towel today, and I really think it's a matter of time until much lower prices print. So it's risky to say that this low might hold, but I think it might. Now, at this point in the pattern, I don't think you can have any confidence in what the count is. This is one count, doesn't break any rules, but the truth is, this drop here, if you look at smaller time frames, doesn't look all that impulsive to me. I mean, these are kind of squiggles, backing and filling, overlapping. I guess there's some way to do it, but it just doesn't look impulsive to me. There are other ways to count this. This could be 1, 2, 3. It could be ABC. You could still be in a wave 4 or a new ABC, because if this is A and that's B, and you look within wave B, black A and black C, here's black A, and black C are quite equal. So this could be ABC ending right here, giving you a Fibonacci target you don't have if this were a 5-wave count. But the real thing I like about today's low is that it's a Fibonacci target of a prior consolidation. just ignore this high, take the high before that, the low after it, set it at 38.2, and there's your bottom. So if this holds, and I can't say with certainty it will, but if this holds, and if this counts right, and I can't say with certainty it is, at least you could justify here a wave green C up without changing the negative long-term picture. So we have a higher target. We have inability to hold prior lows. We have some good fib support here, and we actually have a date, which by a number of completely unrelated systems of other people has been identified as a change in trend. So I'm going to call this a possible low. Can't be confident, and of course if we gap down, take this out promptly, I think we have a precipitous drop ahead of us at some point. But we don't have to risk money on this right now. We'll just say this low might hold, and if we start going up, this target's still on the table. And if this gets more confirmation by a strong move up, we at least have a possibility of having a rally which lasts more than a day or two. We'll have to see if that works, and that's today's call.